We are in studio. It is Volunteer Month, and I am with Miss Candi Lawson from
Hi.
Guardian Angel Hospice.
Right.
And you are one of the special volunteers that goes around and helps in any way possible that you can.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do specifically?
Well, I've done a lot of different things for hospice.
Mhm.
I've taken a patient from assisted living where she lived to meet her husband at the nursing home. So I would take her wheelchair and take her to see her husband for an
Mhm.
hour or two and then take her back. I've sat with people as they're dying. We call that comfort angels.
Sure.
A lot of people don't have family members to come
Sure.
and sit with them, and so that fills a need. What else have I done? I've just sat with people so that their family members could go out like shopping or maybe just have a break. There's
And
a
what-
lot of different
And I
things.
think that's a big one that I think people don't think about is
Right.
just that minute of, I'm going to the grocery store.
Or even take a walk or go out and mow the yard.
Right. Or just take that me time because it's so important for
Right.
caregivers, normal caregivers in the home or whatever, to get that point of rest, to kind of collect your thoughts,
Right.
kind of take a step back.
Yeah, 24-hour caregiving is, that's exhausting.
Right. And that's where you guys come in.
Mhm.
Can we talk a little bit about how you got started or even why you got started, especially with Guardian Angel?
Well, I used to do respiratory care,
Mhm.
and then I had to go into disability. I had both my knees replaced, and I was looking for something where I could still connect with patients,
Mhm.
with people. And so I had my mom in hospice in Florida when she was sick, and I had met Ocean at the hospital, of course.
Sure.
And when I came to Guardian Angel, I wasn't aware that that's where Ocean worked.
Wow.
But we just connected, and she got me started in volunteering.
Sure. And Ocean is a huge tool that actually allows people. Sure.
had to say
No,
that.
no, she. Sorry, Ocean. I can't help it. No, she really is a guideline that actually gets people to where they need to go to help volunteer
Right.
and kind of get people into those niches.
And put the right people together too,
Right.
because you might not fit with that patient. That patient might need something else.
Mhm.
I'm a loud, boisterous type person, and if they don't want that, then that's not a good fit for us.
Sure.
I get a lot of old men.
I bet.
I do.
But it's exciting, and it kind of gives people that little extra boost. Maybe.
Right.
How did you get started? What made you decide, besides that, what made you decide to just jump in? Was it Ocean or
Partly it was Ocean, but partly I wanted to help people.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that part of respiratory care,
Mhm.
is being with my patients who could talk, older people. I love that.
Mhm.
I liked my grandparents. How's that? And so this is just a way that I could give back and help
Sure.
other people.
especially after having both
My
knees
knees
replaced,
replaced,
you wanted
right.
to do something, you wanted to find something
Right.
to use your special gifts already.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And what do you tell those people who are maybe sitting on the fence who are looking for something to do or who might want to just jump in, but they're not sure?
Right. I think there's some training that's available, and that'll give you a better idea as to whether hospice is for you.
Mhm.
You have to be able to deal with death, obviously, and know that that's part of life.
Mhm.
So after you go through the training, then it would be like between you and Ocean or you and the other members of the Guardian Angel, whether that is truly for you.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's worthwhile. It's so worthwhile.
And can you give an example without going into too many details about why you're doing it? Because I'm sure there's times when you walk out maybe a little bit defeated, but I'm sure there's even other times when you walk out like this is the best thing in the whole wide world.
Oh, when the family so much appreciates what you do, and even the people, the actual patients who can talk to you when maybe they couldn't talk to their family members, they're scared and they don't want to say that to someone, but I would be a person that they could talk to that would reassure them, and to know that I can do that for somebody, it's awesome.
Nice. Well, I do appreciate what you do, and I'm sure there's many other families. And guys, she's exciting, she's fun, and it's part of the Guardian Angel Hospice family. It's
Right.
what they do, and I encourage you guys to get involved in any special way. Again, it can be something as simple as we've talked about folding envelopes, stuffing those and getting them out
Office
into the
work,
mail.
right.
Up into the field work. I'll call it field work because there's so many things involved in the
Right.
field work that it truly is a blessing to have them in the community, and it truly is a blessing to have them at your time of need because there is so much going on.
Right.
There is so much happening that's thrown at these families
Right.
all at one time that
Right.
it's
And not
overwhelming.
everybody wants to volunteer, but for those that do, it's an awesome
And a godsend.
responsibility, an awesome thing to be able to do.
Absolutely. We are going to have even more volunteers, so you're going to have to stay tuned to watch out for more volunteers that are coming out of the woodwork, let's say, and they're going to give their story as well. So thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
It truly is an amazing company, and I'm so glad that there are people out there like you a ball of joy, a true ball of
Thank
joy.
you.
At Indiana University Kokomo, get a world-class IU degree. With the best degree programs, the best campus life, and the best value.
It's a private school feel at a public school cost. And we're starting new traditions.
This is IU Kokomo.
And this is my campus.
It is still volunteer month, and it is going on all month of April, and I'm sitting here with Miss Angela Droll. She is a Guardian Angel Hospice volunteer as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do at Guardian Angel?
Sure. Actually, I volunteered for 7 years, and now I actually work for Guardian Angel Hospice.
Nice.
I'm Ocean's volunteer coordinator assistant, so that's kind of my role. So
Ocean.
So
We love you.
it's like 1,500 times we have to say her name.
Yes.
But
she told us to.
okay,
No, I'm kidding.
all right,
I'm
all right.
kidding.
But so I kind of have done it all in terms of the volunteer
Sure.
stuff.
So you kind of get both sides of the job. Let's just call it a job, but it's more than that.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are out in the community doing the things that you don't want to talk about, that most people don't want to believe is going to happen, but it is inevitable. And,
yeah, everybody's going to die at some
Yes.
point. So
and you've got this mound of things that happen when it comes close, or when it does become that time that nobody likes to talk about. And tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
it's kind of hard to put it in a nutshell.
Sure.
But basically, we help families. Not only do we help patients and people who may be in nursing homes and that kind of thing, but we also help families. And I think for me, that's the biggest part of it. A lot of times, there are some people that are in nursing homes that have others that say, hey, you know, they would really like someone to come and visit with them, even just to do a puzzle or talk. But I think a lot of times when you have the patient in your home, you have someone in your home who's ill, it's really hard for you to say, I need help.
Sure.
So that's
Because
where
does it seem weak? Is that what you run into?
Yes, I mean, in my experience, you know, I would think that family would feel like, oh gosh, you know, I should take this on because this is my loved one, this is the person I care about.
My responsibility.
My responsibility. They're in my house, and we have run into that a couple different times where we really have to encourage the family, take a break, because if you're not well, you can't help that person who's ill.
And it's crazy to say go to the grocery store and take that break, or go to McDonald's and go get a cheeseburger, but that's the kind of thing that you're talking about as well. It's
Absolutely.
getting them out of the house so that they can get that breather, they can take that moment to kind of collect themselves and say, this is really going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's so important to even, I don't want to say get self-involved, but kind of get back to your own and take that breath.
It's hard. It's really hard because, you know, you feel like you need to help them, and just like you said, it's your responsibility and that kind of thing. But just to even go to the movies, you know, we had a family member that said, you know, she kept having all these doctor's appointments. She's like, I really wish I could just go to a movie. So we did. We set up something for her birthday so she could go out. And I called her and I said, it's your birthday and you turned 50. You told me that, so I want you to go do something for you. And so we're going to have a volunteer come so you can go out to dinner and you can go to a movie. And she said that was the best.
And why should volunteers, because it is volunteer month, why should volunteers pick to go to Guardian Angel of the bazillion other things in Kokomo?
I would say they should come to us because it's not just visiting patients. That is a big part of it, but there are so many other things to do. It's not just one thing. There's office things that you can do. We always need help with filing stuff. I know it's not very exciting, but we always need help with that. We also need help with answering telephones and those types of things, but we also need help with things that are kind of in the background that you would never even think of.
Right.
We have volunteers that do blankets. They crochet blankets, or they do those tie-up blankets.
Those are the coolest things
Yeah,
ever.
those are really nice. And we even have staff members come in and go, can I borrow one of those? They bring it back. But
Sure.
we have so many amazing volunteers who never see a patient, who never really see the office, who make all kinds of things that help our families and our patients.
But that's what makes it work. That's
Yes.
what keeps, I'll call it a well-oiled machine. That's what keeps you guys moving, because honestly, if you don't know what they do, you're going to find out eventually. And it's one of those places in town, I think, that somebody knows somebody who has used hospice at one point in their lives. And truly, you know, maybe if you haven't reached that point in your life, or the stage of life where it's going to become important, you're not going to realize how important it is until you're part of that process.
Yes.
Because you guys remember a lot of the stuff that, or keep organized a lot of the stuff that people don't realize comes along with making decisions quickly, making sure the paperwork is filed, making sure final papers are just in order in general.
It's amazing. You go, and I had someone that I know recently, their family member was put on our service, and I told him, I said, okay, be prepared, because you're going to go from like nobody being in your house to all of these people in your house. But we're there to help. We really are there, so that way this final journey of life is just the most enjoyable that it possibly could be. We make sure that everyone's comfortable, that we really take care of our patients and our families, and it's amazing the staff that I get to work with. So, from the volunteer side of it, I never really got to see all the behind the scenes stuff, and now that I do, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And the cool thing is they kind of cater to families' needs. So maybe the family doesn't want you guys buzzing around or
Yes, absolutely, we'll go away too.
Yes, and not even go away. They're just in the background, so that oh wait, I do have this question. Phone call away. Hello, what do we do? And it's amazing. Again, all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is search them out, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. So again, I always ask, if people are on the fence and they're thinking about volunteering their time, what do you say to those people?
Think about, if you enjoy helping other people, then Guardian Angel Hospice is a place to definitely look into. There are all kinds of things to do, like I said earlier, but also we do have training, so you can get into it and go, ooh, I didn't know. Or you can go, wow, I didn't know that was, so you have both sides of it. If you're on the fence, I say go ahead and call and just find out. It doesn't cost anything. It's volunteer.
Right.
So it's not.
And you get to meet Ocean.
Right. And we got to drop her name again.
But it really is cool, and I promise you guys, just volunteering in general. Let's just take the whole collective group. Kokomo has a lot of great organizations out there that truly can use extra oomph, extra zip, a little extra power behind their step, and you guys are one of those, and it truly is amazing. And people in the community can truly make a difference, and that's really what it's all about.
Oh, absolutely.
And you guys are doing great work, so I know I'm going to have you guys back, and I know Ocean is going to be sitting over there because she's got so many stories to tell. But again, thank you so much for coming in today and at least telling your story. And Guardian Angel Hospice, you guys, check them out.